Welcome to the ultimate beginner guide to Pixellab. So whether you are starting your journey in graphic design from scratch or you want to create a strong foundation in graphic design, these steps I'm going to be showing you in this app are going to help you in every step of the way. So as a beginner, you might be wondering, what is Pixellab? Pixellab is a powerful mobile app that allows you to create stunning based design like flyer, logos, and the sweet part is that you can even print design that you make in Pixellab. You can print them out as hard copy. Amazing, right? Yeah, it's a really nice app. So why are we using Pixellab? Why are we not using other app? Now the reason we are using Pixellab instead of Canva is that number one reason is because it is beginner friendly. The app is beginner friendly, and another thing is that it work offline. So the only thing you need in this Pixellab app is just to get your resources online, and then you can spend 1 hour, 3 hours, 5 hours on the Pixellab app, and even more than, without being scared of your data being exhausted. So you don't need your data being on when using this app, right? It is nice, right? So another thing I'm going to be making note of this in this video is that you have to get the app first before you can use it. So how can you get the app? You simply go to your Google Play Store. Just go to your Google Play Store, type on the search bar and write Pixellab picture on text. Okay, Pixellab picture on text. Then after that, click on the install part. When you click on the install, the thing will start downloading. Now after that downloading, all you need to do is to open the app and grant every necessary permission so you can use it. All right, so now let's get right into the interesting part of this video. So I'm going to be going to my Pixellab right now. So this is my Pixellab. So this is the interface of the Pixellab. So what you are going to be seeing here right now, like this part here that you can see right now, is what we'll call this part here. Sorry for my drawing. This part here is what we'll call the canvas area. This is where you create your design. This is the part that every element you place here are going to be showing in that area. Okay, so now let's go back. Let me start explaining those tools that you can see at the bottom area of this app right now. The bottom area of this part, I'm going to be explaining them one after the other. Now, number one on my list is what we call my project. My project simply means any design you make, please always save them first as project before saving it in your gallery. Reason because when you save your work as project first, you can be able to edit it later. Maybe for instance, you made a mistake or you want to change anything on the design, you want to change the font, you want to change the color, you want to change anything in that design, you'll be able to easily access it and change it. But when you don't save it as a project first, and maybe later on you want to use you want to change something in the other design, you will not be able to do it, except you'll be designing that design again from scratch, and it's not going to be nice, right? So please always save your work as project. So I'm going to be teaching you how you can save your design as project first before you can save it to your gallery. So stay tuned and watch the video to the end, because I'm going to be revealing that in this video. So let's go to the other part where you can see an alphabet A. That alphabet A. Okay, let me first of all explain this background that you can see. These are the default background that comes with the Pixellab. Most people don't use it because it actually have a watermark, and we don't need watermark in our design, so people don't normally use this. So the next thing here I'm going to be explaining is this A part. This A part is where you can easily impute something on this canvas area. So let me first of all delete the default from this place here. Then I will going to be explaining everything one after the other. So for instance, I want to type something in this canvas area right now. I'm going to tap on that text, that have a plus icon there. Then I'll tap on that. Then I'm going to tap on new text. You will tap on the new text. Then I'm going to delete that part. Then I'm going, let me write okay, God is wonderful. god God is good. Okay, God is good. Let me type on that right now, and then let me bring it here. Now if I want to do anything on this text right now, I'm going to be able to edit it with the help of this a that we are in right now. So for instance, if I want to, let's say I want to change if I want to edit this part, maybe this text I wrote now, I want other things to be added to it. For instance, I'll go to the edit aspect, then I will be able to write anything other thing. I will be able to write something else inside. Like for example, God is good evening. Is anything like that? God is good evening. Okay, so you can see that I was able to write something else on this thing using the help of the edit. I can also be able to do that. And I can also be able to delete something else from me with the help of this edit. You can see that I have successfully deleted that edit with the help the evening with the help of that edit. For instance, if I also want to delete this old thing I wrote here, I will be able to do that with the help of this delete button. You can see the delete button right here. This delete button right here, I will be able to delete that with the help of that delete button. Now if I want this text to be in 2 parts or 3 parts, for instance, I will use the help of the copy. You see this part here, copy. I will tap on that. I will be able to duplicate that text, as you can see right now. If I tap on it again, I will have other text as well, as you can see right now. Okay, so that is how you can use the copy button. Now if I want to take this text to back, okay, for instance, let me explain this later. Okay, let me just explain it so for clarity. Now let me bring in a shape right now. Let me bring in a shape into this canvas. Okay, let me change the color of that shape to something like a red color. Okay, now you can see that this text that we have here, the shape is covering it. The shape is covering it. Now if I want that text to be at the front of that shape right now, I will use the help of that to front, to bring in the text. Now watch how I will be able to do that. Now watch the scenario. As you can see, the shape is covering the text. Now how will I be able to bring in that text to be at the front of that shape? Now I will use the help of that to front. You can see my text is already at the front with the help of that to front. Now if I want to take it backward, I can easily use the to back icon to take it backward. Now to back, you can see that the text is already at the back. Now to front again, the text is at the front again. So that is how you can use the to back and the to front icon. Now the position icon is used to move your design. You can use it to move. You can actually use your hand to move your whatever element that you want to move in your canvas area. But sometimes there are some elements that may be very small. Maybe your text are written in a very tiny like you wrote it like it's very small, the size is very small, the element is very small, or you can use the help of this position to take your element to wherever place that you want to take it to. Now let me cite an example. For instance, if I want to move this text now, you can see that with the help of this arrow that you can see here, with the help of this arrow that you can see here, oh my god, let me delete that. With the help of this arrow that you can see here now, I will be able to take this thing to the front, to upward. I will be able to take it downwards. I can also take it to the left. I can also take it to the right. I can also increase the speed of this. I can also decrease I can increase the speed. I can decrease the speed okay, to move it. You can decrease it to something like this, it will be moving small small. Okay, so that is how you can use the position icon. Now relative position is to align your work, maybe to use it to align your work when you want to align your work in the middle. The middle, like you want everything to be aligned. That's also a principle of design. If you don't know, alignment is a principle of design. So this relative position help you to align your work. So I can say, let me say this, I want this God is good to be at the middle properly. I can use the help of this relative position to do that. So how can I do that? I can use the help of this one here. When I tap on that, it's going to help me to position my work. As you can see, that text now is already at the middle with the help of this third icon. I can also place this God is good at the side with the help of this button, which is this second button. I can take it to the other side with the help of that. So that is how you can just play around with this relative. You can use it to position your element anywhere you want to position them. Okay, so now the size is used to increase your element. It's used to increase the size of your element. That is what is used for. As you can see, if I increase it, you can see. If I decrease it, you see my element be decreased. Okay, so that is that for that. Now the padding, I'm going to be explaining that later. For instance, if for instance my text is cropped in a way, like if my text are bit cropped, maybe, so there are some fonts that are like those script fonts, for instance, that the arrows are like curved somehow and you may not be seeing the write up very well. Can you use the help of this left padding to bring it out somehow? You'll be seeing the effect, but right now it's not showing you very well right now because this font here is a good font. Like the font is readable. You get, I don't know if you understand me, but as time's gone on, you're going to understand this padding aspect of this app. Okay, so color to change, you can use the help of this color to change the color of your font, like I am doing right now. I can change it to any color, that I want. Now it's not only this color. You can come to this plus icon to pick you can pick a color from this color wheel. This is the color wheel. Okay, you can pick any color from this color wheel and use for your design. And it's not only color, you can also use gradient. Gradient is one of more than two colors combined, like combined to be one. You have more than one colors combined to be one. That is gradient. Now a gradient color is this like a gradient color. This is what I'm talking about. There are two colors that make it one. Sorry, let me go back. Color. So with the help of this gradient, you can get gradients from this graded aspect and change it. So I can also come to the plus icon to change the gradient that I want. For instance, if I want more than two colors in this gradient now, or I want to change the gradient to something another color, I can come to this part here, this part I'm touching right now. Then I will go to color. And let me say I'm choosing a pink color for this other, the first part. Then I'm going to pick another. I will tap on this one, tap on color. Then I'm going to change it to maybe red. Let's say red. You can see I've successfully gotten two color as one. Okay, then I will click on the OK, and this is what I got at the end of the day. So you can, it's not only one color, it's not only two color. You can use three color, you can use four color for your gradient. Okay, so that is that for the gradient aspect. Now another way you can get color for your text or your elements is using the texture. Now texture, you can import a color that you want, or a background color, or something that you want your text to take the shape of another. I don't know if you understand what I mean. Like an external color that is not in the color, like it's not here, an external color that is not here. You can use the help of the texture to get it. It doesn't mean only color. It can be a face of somebody, or anything that you want this thing to take the shape of. For instance, if I want this God is good to be in another color entirely, another form entirely, I'll use the help of this texture. I'll tap on that. Then let me go to uh let me go to where can I get, okay, let me go to okay, let me go to my Pinterest. Let me go to Pinterest. Okay. Let me go to Pinterest, or let me go to this. Yes, this okay. Now I want to use this color. I want this my text to have the shape of this texture here, this background that you can see here. I want it to have the shape of this now. So this is the color I want for that text to have now, for instance. So I'm going to crop that out with the help of this. Then I'm going to click on the good sign. You can see my text. Let me change this. Okay, click on the good sign. Let me change this color to this shape color to, let me use white so that you see the effects. Now let me place it here. Oh sorry, let me change it to black. Then bring this one here. You can see the effect now, that the effect of that texture that we use in this design. So that is how you can change your background color. Like, you can texture your text. Okay, that is how you can texture your text. Okay, now the opacity is used to reduce the transparency of the text or increasing the transparency of the text. So if you, for instance, you want the text to, like, you don't want it to be too bold, you can use the help of this transparent the opacity, sorry. You can decrease it. As you can see, as I'm decreasing it, the transparency is becoming lower. But if I increase it, you can see that it's becoming bolder, right? So that is how you can use the opacity aspect of this app. Now the rotate is used to rotate your work. You can rotate it any angle that you want. You can rotate it to the left, to the right, anyhow you want it. So that is that for that. The mask tool, we are going to be treating that later. Fonts is now fonts. These are the default font that comes with the Pixellab app. These are the default fonts. Why my fonts are fonts that you install in your Pixellab. Okay, you are the one that install it in your Pixellab. There are some times that you'll be designing and you may need extra fonts, external fonts. Okay, so you can install them. You can go to a website like that font, go to get the font, then install it in your Pixellab. Okay, so if you want a video on how to install fonts, just comment on the comment section that please, I need the video on install font, or I want. Okay, just type I want on the comment section, then I'm going to do a video on how to install font in your Pixellab. Okay, so that is that for font. So I can just pick any font here. Now let me say I pick this font. The text is going to take the shape of that font. Okay, I can pick any font here. So after picking the font that you want, all you need to do is to click on the OK button. Then this is the font that you choose. The text, I've already taken the font that you choose. Okay, now the style part is to what? Is to edit your text. You might use the B is to bold your text. As you can see, if I tap on the bead, it's going to bold my text. If I tap on that eye that is bending somehow, it's used to interlay your text. So for instance, if I tap on that eye now, you can see my text is now in an interlay format. I can use the third one to underline my text. You can see the text is now underlined. I can use this other fourth one to go undo everything that I did. As you can see, this fourth one is to undo. Okay, so that is that for that. Okay, so I can also decide to edit. Maybe it's not the whole thing. Maybe for instance, the effect I want on the text is just add maybe more particular aspect. For instance, if I want to edit a particular aspect of this text now, for instance, I want to edit the good part. Let me see the good part. I will use the help of this selection here, this selection aspect here now. I will use the help of this selection aspect to pick what I want here now. Okay, so let me go back. Now this is, let me see, I will drag it to where I want the good part. Then let me say I want to bold the good part. I will now click on B. Now you can see that the text in the good is now bold, and the rest part of the text is not bold. You can see I can also interleave the other part of it. You can see, so underline that, only that part, as you can see. Okay, I can also undo it, as you can see. So that is that for the format, the style part. Now the curve is used to bend your text. You can bend it this way, you can bend it to the other way. Okay, you used to bend your text. Okay, now the alignment aspect. If for instance I have multiple texts here, I can use this alignment aspect to take it to the side, take it to the middle, or take it to the right hand side, the left hand side, or the middle aspect. But I have only one text here, so let me move to the other aspect, which is called the spacing aspect. The spacing aspect is also used to space your text. If I want my text, my letters to be spaced, the letters are what? God is good. God is a letter, the is a letter, and the good is a letter. If I want them to be separated, I want those texts to be separated somehow, I can use the help of that word, the letter aspect. Then I will increase the spacing aspect to space it. I can also decrease the spacing aspect to come closer. Now if I don't want the spacing aspect, as I don't want to space the letter, I want to space the word instead. The word are what? GODIS, just like that. Those words, I want to space them. I'll come to this words aspect. I'll tap on that words aspect. Then I will be able to space the words. Okay, so that is that. Now line spaces are when you also have let me say I have multiple text here. I'll be able to space the line spacing. Okay, I'll be able to do that. Or should I just do an example? Let me type something else on this so that I can. Let me write something else at the bottom. Let me say time code. Okay, now I now have multiple tests here. Now if I want to space the line spacing now of this text, now I want them to be closer. I want the line spacing to be closer. I can use the help of this minus sign to begin to bring it closer, or I can use the help of this thing here, you can see, to bring it closer. You can see it's becoming closer. I can also what? Reduce it to go down. I can use this to bring it closer. So that is how you can use the line spacing. Now stroke is to stroke your text to give it a fine look. For instance, I want this text to have this stroke. I can change the color of the stroke I want. As you can see, when I tap on this pick aspect, you can see how the text is looking really fine. I can use the black, use any color of your choice. You can pick any color of your choice that you want to use your stroke width. Now you can increase the stroke width of your text, you can decrease the stroke width, you can increase it, you can decrease it. So that is how you can use the stroke width. Now the shadows are still used to edit your text. You can use it to edit your text too, to create a shadow on your text. Okay, you can use it to. Now you can also reduce the opacity of the shadow. You can also reduce the blur radius of that. Okay, so the inner shadow is like also the shadow. The shadow is going to be reflected inside instead of outside. Okay, so that is that. As you can see, when I click on the enable, you will see that the shadow is reflecting inside instead of outside. So that's just the difference between that, and that is the difference between the shadow and the inner shadow. The emboss is used to give your test a fine look somehow. At times this emboss can be misbehaving sometimes, so I'm going to teach you how you can emboss your work successfully without it having this line like this, showing like this. Okay, or should I just do it in this video? Okay, let me this video will be too long, so I'm going to do a video on that. Okay, so the perspective aspect of this app is used to trace your test. So for instance, if I want this test now to looks like, I want it to be at this side, the left hand side like this, now I use the help of this arrow here, you see all this arrow here, and this arrow here. I will be able to stretch it out. You will see the effect that this test is going to take after I've successfully stretched that. Okay, then I'll click on the enable. You can see the test is now looking sideways. Okay, so that is how you can use this perspective aspect. 3D rotate, you can use it to bring in your test to look downwards with the help of the X axis. Okay, you can also use the Y axis to create an effect on your test. Now the 3D shadow is to create a shadow on your 3D test like this. You can create the opacity of that. You can also reduce the opacity, can edit the blur radius, expand it by whatever length that you want. Okay, so the reflection aspect is used to create an reflection on your test. Sorry, let me go back. It's used to create an reflection on your test. So that is how you can use this, how you can edit your test using the easy. So we are still on the A part of this icon. So that is how you can edit your test using the A button. Now the other icon now is the third icon, which is this icon. Now the third icon is used to bring in, for instance, this first one, which is the sticker aspect. If I tap on the sticker aspect, I can use the default sticker that are here on this app. The Pixellab also have sticker that you can use. You can pick the sticker that you want from here if you like them. Okay, you can also pick emoji from here too. You can pick emoji that you like here too. Okay, so import is used to bring in images. For instance, if I want to bring an image, I want to bring an element, I will be able to do that with the help of that import for my gallery. Now to bring in an image, for instance, if I want to bring in this flower image now, for instance, then I click on the good sign, and you can see that I was able to bring an external element with the help of the import. So that is how you can use the import aspect of this app. Now the other aspect is the draw aspect. The draw is used to draw something in your Pixellab. So for instance, if I want to draw something, a line or something beautiful to make my design fine, I can use the help of this draw to bring in an element. Like I can draw something with it. I can increase the length, the pen size of it to what I want. I also increase the smooth part, then the blur part. Then I will now draw on it. As you can see, I draw emu now. You can see it. Emu is now showing here somewhere. Is that emu? I don't know safe, but you can use the bottom part. The point is that you can use the brush to draw something inside your canvas. You can draw something with it. As you can see, I'm drawing an O, so you can use it to draw in your Pixellab. Okay, so that is that for the draw aspect. The shape is used to bring in shapes like this square shape is the default shape that are here. But if you want extra shape, come to this part here, this arrow that is dropping down. Tap on it. When you tap on it, you are going to see extra shape here. These are the default shape that comes with the Pixellab. So you can pick any shape that you want. Let me say I pick this love shape now. You can see it. I have started pick a shape using that shape aspect. So that is that for the shape. Now the pixel tool, we are going to be treating that later, because it's really complex. It's not something that is going to be crowded in this video. I don't want this video to be too long. Okay, so the arrow aspect is used to bring in an arrow. Okay, you can increase it, the width, you can increase it. You can also change the point where you want the point to be. You can change the point, you can change how you want it to be. You can see as I'm touching this part here, this arrow part here now, this part here, you can see that I'm changing the points of this arrow, as you can see. Okay, you can also change the end part of it. Okay, so you can also increase the opacity of this. You can change the color to something you want. You can also stroke it. Okay, you can also reduce the opacity of that, then change the stroke color to something you want. Okay, so that is that for the arrow. Now let's go to the fourth icon. The fourth icon at the bottom now this fourth icon now the fourth icon is used to change the color of your background. Now if I want this whole canvas now to take a color, a particular color I want, I will use the help of this color aspect. Now this fourth icon to change the background of a color, I'll come to color, then let me see, I want to pick let me pick a color from this color wheel. Now let me go to the plus icon, and then let me pick a color from the color. Let me pick this red now, for instance. Let me pick this green from the color wheel. Now click on OK. You can see that the canvas is not taking the whole canvas is not taking the shape of the red I pick. Okay, so that is how you can use the color to use the color aspect. You can also use a gradient for your background. Okay, you can, let me go to the gradients. You're going to see the effects of that also on the canvas area. So that is how to use the color aspect. Now the transparent part is used, for instance, if I create a logo now, and I want the logo to be in a transparency format because I want to mock up it, I want to place it in a mock-up, I'll come to this transparent aspect. Then when I talk about the transparent aspect, you can see that there's nothing inside again except the element that are here. So I will be able to save my work like this so that I can mock up it. So that is how you can change the color of your background to transparent, to mock up your design, to mock up your logo, whatever that you want to mock up. Okay, so the image size is used to change the size of your canvas. Now the standard size is this, but if you want your design, maybe you want your design to take another format instead of this square size. For instance, let me say I want to change this size now to 1080, like this. Now you can see that the format of this whole canvas have changed from that square aspect to this shape, shape. Okay, so that is how you can change your image size. Now the next part is image. You can use it to bring in the background that are the default background that are here. People don't normally, me I don't even use it here. So from gallery is to bring in images that you want, external images that you want from your gallery. So when you click on this from gallery, you'll be able to bring in an image from your gallery. Okay, so that is that for that. Now camera is to, maybe you want to snap something to bring it to your Pixellab. You can also use it from the camera aspect to snap it and bring it to your Pixellab. So that is that for that. Now let's go to the up part, this part. Now let's begin to explain it. So this up part, most of the things we have explained, they are also at this up part. So let me just be fast with this one because it's not really that intense. So the first one is this plus icon. This plus icon, there are things that, like the text, now we already treated that, the correct, the sticker, the shape, we've already treated that. So that is that for the plus icon. Now this thing that is looking like a SIM card, now the next one that is looking like a SIM card, which is this one here. Now this one is what we call, you can use it to save your work. Like I told you when we started this video, you can save your work as project first. So if I want to save my work as project, so if I save it as You can see some of the name that I have saved some of my projects. You can see. So if I want to edit any of these flyers again, that or this design again that I have created with this um stuff now, I can just tap on it and what I'm going to edit it. So that is why I said it is really good to save your work as project first before even saving it as gallery. Okay, so when you save it as project first, you can leave it there for some time and come back again to re-edit it again. Maybe you got an idea again, something just came to your mind, you can just come here what and do it and just redo the design again, or add one or two to the design, and your design will be what perfect. So that is how you can save your work as project. So when you write the name that you want, all you need to do is what, let me say okay, all you need to do what is to click on the okay button and what, and your design will be saved as project. And after that, you can now save it as what, as image, so that it will be safe in your gallery. So to save it on your gallery, you can come to this image format, and then you can save your work as JPEG or PNG. Okay, then come to this other aspect, which is the quality aspect, then change it to ultra or very high, so that your design dimension will come out in a very high quality. Okay, so after clicking on the ultra aspect, then save it, tap on the save to gallery, so that it can be saved to your gallery, or type on share, so that you can share it to any social media platform that you are. So that is that for that. Then the share button is to what, share it to your loved ones. Okay, then the quotation aspect is used to get some quotes in the Pixellab. You can get some quotes in Pixellab here to use for your design. So these three dots, as you can see here, it is used to what, get your image, export image, do some other stuff in your design. So that is that for that. Now this button here is called the undo button. See this button here, it's called the undo button. Now for instance, if I have this thing now, this god is good, if it is being placed here, for instance now, let me place this one here, then let me place this one here. If it is being placed like this now, if I want to place this, if I want to undo it to go back to where it was before, I can just tap on this undo, tap on it again. You can see this is how it was before. Tap on it again, you can see what I'm talking about. So this part here is used to undo anything that you must have done with your design that you want to undo. Maybe you made a mistake, or you want to go back to where you were before. You can use this button to undo it. Okay, now this part here is called the zoom button. Okay, when you tap on it, you can zoom it, so you can be seeing what you are doing very well. Okay, you can use it to zoom your work and reduce it back. Okay, so that is that for the zoom button. This grid is used to help you to align your work. It is used to align your work. Maybe I want this love now, this love shape now, to be at the middle very well. I can use the help of this U. You see this U that is looking, this thing that here that is looking like a U. When I tap on it, I will be able to see a line that will be telling me that this thing now is now at the middle. The red line will be showing. So if it's at the side, it's not going to show the red line, but if it's here now, it's going to be showing the red line, telling me that this love shape is at the middle properly. Okay, now I can also decide to, maybe I'm designing something that is meant to be at the side, or I want this thing to be properly aligned at a particular side. Okay, I can use the help of this part here. You see this part here, this thing that is looking like a basket or something like that. When I tap on it, it's going to give me options. Okay, so for instance, if I want this part, maybe I'm designing and I want my design to be at this part here now, I will tap on this to bring in another line. Then I will use it to create a gap, something like a gap here, then bring this one here. Okay, then I can be placing my elements. Like now I want to bring this one now, this later. Now let me bring this later. This other one now, let me bring it now, bring it here. Sorry, let me bring this. Let me use the help of my position. Like I told you that there are some times that you will be needing to place your work, but your hand will not be carrying it. So the positioning is used to carry your work more. You cannot carry it with your hand. Okay, so which I have already done here right now. So as you can see, we can see that everything is here now, like the way I want it now is like there's a line that is telling me this should be here or this should not be here. Okay, so that is how you can use the grid. So maybe you are designing and you want to follow a particular pattern, a particular way, like maybe you want your work to be aligned left or right. Okay, so you can use it to align your work. Okay, and your work will be aligned, as you can see. So the other button here is this layer button. It's called the layer button, which is the last button here. Any element, when you tap on it, all the elements that you have imported here is going to be showing here. So you can use the help of this layer button to edit it, to hide it. You can use it to hide the work. Maybe I want to hide this flower now. I can use it to hide it now. You will not be seeing that the covers again. I can also hide it and you will be seeing it. I can use this lock now to lock it so that it will not be moving around. When I lock it, you know when they move, you can see it's not moving around again. But when I unlock it now, I can move it anywhere I want. Okay, I can also use this one to bring it extract. Maybe I want to copy it. I can use it to copy it and you will see another flower here. You can see. Let me go back. I can also decide to do some other effects like rotating it, and you will see what it's going to be doing. So it's used to edit. So the layer button is used to edit your elements. You can use it to edit your elements in your canvas. Okay, so that is that for the basic tools you need in your Pixellab. So I hope this video was, if you get something valuable in this video, please comment thank you. Okay, comment thank you and see you in my next video. Bye bye.